una pruebita con el OBS a ver si al final entra bien.
Hola chicos, bienvenidos a un directo más, bienvenidos al canal de Mjovo y Eira chicos, y aquí estamos con el Mass Effect edición legendaria, o legendaria edición, como preferáis decirlo. Vamos a empezar con el directo chicos. Tuvimos un problema de audio, así que lo estábamos arreglando, bueno, Eira lo estaba arreglando, y espero que se escuche bien, ¿vale chicos? Vale, bueno, vamos a... espero que no haya ningún fallo de conexión, porque estoy viendo aquí que están habiendo unas bajaditas aquí de conexión, que seguramente sea al principio, no creo que vaya mal, así que vamos a empezar, ¿vale chicos? Vale, vamos a darle aquí al directo. Y hemos puesto otra vez lo que es el OBS, porque no me termina a mí de gustar mucho el Streamlabs, porque lo veo que tiene una o sea que cuando baja la conexión como que se ralentiza. A lo mejor en el directo no se nota, pero por ejemplo cuando ya lo pasamos a YouTube el directo, pues sí que se nota. O cuando está resubido se nota. Estoy viendo aquí que están teniendo unas bajaditas de conexión, pero vamos a ver, yo espero que se vaya.
Hola chicos, ¿qué tal?
Vale. Bajé el volumen de la música porque se está oyendo muy alto. Bueno, vamos a subir un poco aquí. No se oiga mucho tampoco. Y vamos a empezar, chicos, vamos a empezar. Que ha sido un disparate esto, que no vean, chicos, por eso estoy medio... Vale, yo creo que va bien ahora. Pues nada, vamos a salir. A ver por dónde íbamos. Vamos por aquí. Vale, habíamos conseguido a Garrus y a West. Lo habíamos conseguido a los personajes, que directamente los puse de acompañante de Shepard. Y vamos a ver, porque vamos a mirar lo que es el mapa. Ahora sí que estoy pescando un poco. A ver si teníamos algo que hacer aquí. Aquí no había nada que hacer. Vale, la misión, ¿cuál era la misión? El diario, ¿puede ser? ¿Dónde se veían las misiones? Claro, vaya, se ha unido a la tripulación, vale. Puño de antiguo agente de información conocido como Correo Sombrío ha arreglado un encuentro con una guardiana que tiene pruebas contra Sara. Pero no me dice dónde coño. Acaba con Puño. Dice Puño, un jefe criminal que se oculta en un bar conocido como el antro de Chora. Ah, vale. Tenemos que ir al antro de Chora y en los distritos inferiores, vale. Vale, vamos a salir de aquí. No, yo creo que se está viendo bien, que creo que no está teniendo problemas de caída. Ah, vale, mira, tenemos suerte, tenemos aquí el taxi. El antro de Chora está por... acceso a los distritos, ¿puede ser esto? Pues vamos a ver acá. Lugares del distrito. Aquí. Ah, tenemos que ir ahí. ¿Se encuentra usted en el club de cabellos del antro de Chora? Y va a ser este, el que se va a armar aquí. Hola, buenas tardes, ¿qué tal?
Hold it right there.
Sí, por la cara, güey.
Just throw me the data and you can walk away.
What data? What are you talking about?
I didn't come out to play games with you, human.
I'll ask you one more time. Give me the data and you and Jalid will live to see another day.
There's no need to let things get out of hand.
Fine. Have it your way. Boys?
Al final vas a alcanzar, ¿eh? Te pillo, te pongo picando para acá. Por favor, no. Quiero cambiar de arma urgente. ¿Cuál era? Esta.
Wait, I give up. I give up.
No te
Please
rindas,
don't
mamón.
kill me.
Dice...
What's so important about this data? Why are you trying to get it?
I thought you knew. He said you were going to deliver it.
And what exactly was I supposed to be delivering?
It's the initial data from scanning the keepers. You see, we stole some research from our work to make the scanners. We were supposed to work together. I get the data, he analyzes it.
What's so special about that?
The keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever.
Why are you trying to kill your partner?
I'm not trying to kill him. Jalid's job was to disseminate our initial findings. But he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
So you're just trying to get back what Jalid already stole.
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. But it doesn't matter now. I just want to live. I don't care if I ever see that data again.
So how do you gather data on the keepers?
It's not difficult, really. Just get within range and scan them. You seem interested. Enough to help me, perhaps?
How could I help you?
I'll give you my scanner. Whenever you see a keeper, scan it. Discreetly. My database will update automatically each time you scan a unique keeper. Then I'll update your account with a few credits.
I suppose a little scanning here and there won't hurt anyone?
Very good. Maybe if you wouldn't mind speaking with Jalid. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jalid won't help me analyze it.
If I have time, I'll talk to him.
Thank you. And happy scanning, Commander.
Vale, otra misión hecha aquí. Vale, veamos. Por cierto, yo no sé vosotros, chicos, pero yo lo veo un poquito oscuro el juego. Vamos a... No sé si es aquí, en el brillo. No, aquí no. No me acuerdo dónde coño era esto para darme para... Sonido, calibración, gráfica... No sé, no me acuerdo. ¡No! Yo estoy ya bobado hoy, ¿eh? Me salí del juego, macho. Estoy atontado hoy. Bueno chicos, lo que esperando que no tengamos que repetir otra vez esta misión, lo que haré chicos cuando estén comentando los personajes, no voy a intentar no hablar mucho y para que tengáis tiempo de leer bien los subtítulos, ¿vale? Vale, creo que hay que repetir esta mierda otra vez. Por salirme de la partida. Bueno, esto lo hacemos rápido. Ven, crack.
Hold it right there. Just throw me the data and you can walk away.
Drop your weapons, now.
I don't think so, human.
I'll ask you one more time. Give me the data and you and Jalid will live to see another day.
Come and get it, Solarian. It'll be the last mistake you make.
Fine. Have it your way. Boys?
Bueno, vamos a terminar esta misión rápido. Por espabilado.
Wait, I give up. I give up. Please don't kill me.
What's so important about this data? Why are you trying to
Vamos a
get it?
pasar estos comentarios rápido porque
He said you were
me
going to deliver
equivoqué y
it.
me salí de la misión al menú y tuvimos que repetirlo, así que...
And what exactly was I supposed to be delivering?
It's the initial data from scanning the keepers. You see, we stole some research from our work to make the scanners. We were supposed to work together. I get the data, he analyzes it.
What's so special about that?
The keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever.
Dice Ale Carmen, dice, ¿qué tal se nota algo el remaster? Porque yo no mucho, he visto desde aquí. Sí se nota, Si habéis jugado al primero lo vais a notar, que hay un cambio, hay una buena limpieza de cara, vamos a decirlo así. También que lo tengo un poquito oscuro el juego, voy a intentar ahora a ver cómo era para...
Why are you trying to kill your partner?
A ver cómo era
I'm not trying to kill
para
him. Jalid's
que
job
no
was
se
to
vea tan oscuro
disseminate our initial
porque
findings.
lo estoy notando que se está viendo
But he
medio oscuro.
decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
So you're just trying to get back what Jalid already stole.
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by.
Pero sí se
Doesn't matter
nota,
now.
si habéis
I just
jugado
wanna
el
live.
primero lo vais
I
a,
don't care if I ever see
notar.
that data
De todas
again.
maneras, donde se va a notar mucho más va a ser en el segundo y en la tercera parte.
So how do you gather data on the keepers?
It's not difficult, really. Just get within range and scan them. You seem interested. Enough to help me, perhaps?
How could I help you?
I'll give you my scanner. Whenever you see a keeper, scan it. Discreetly. My database will update automatically each time you scan a unique keeper. Then I'll update your account with a few credits.
I suppose a little scanning here and there won't hurt anyone?
Very good. Maybe if you wouldn't mind speaking with Jalid. The data you're gathering for me is useless if Jalid won't help me analyze it.
If I have time, I'll talk to him.
Thank you. And happy scanning, Commander.
Vamos a intentar no salir otra vez de la partida para no repetir esta misma misión porque... Vamos a ver el... Aquí. Aquí es donde quería ponerlo yo. Vamos a ver si ahora las partes más oscuras no se ven igual, porque chiquito coñazo. Un momento, a ver qué me puso aquí. Dice. Dice Ale, dice, yo siempre me hacía los hombres buena gente y la mujer una cabronaza, dice. Bueno, ahora creo que se debería de ver bien. Es que antes se veía, esta zona se veía antes muy oscura, ahora yo creo que se ve bien. Vale, ahora lo que vamos a hacer es ver primero el diario para ver qué misiones son las que tenemos pendientes. Vale, este es lo que estábamos haciendo. Shepard, un científico saliano, ha descubierto una manera de examinar a los cuidadores. Sin embargo, a las autoridades de la ciudad no le... Vale. Ha dicho que Shepard responda a las informaciones de Ale. Te ha dicho que Ale no te había contado toda la verdad. Yo le estaba robando. Vale. Vale, tenemos aquí algunas todavía. Tienes el escáner cada vez que te encuentres con un cuidador diferente, examínalo y los datos serán enviados automáticamente. Puño, un jefe criminal se ha ocultado en un bar conocido como... Vale, esto ya me acabo de hacer supuestamente, ¿no? Dice Mjovo, dice, ¿ya miraste si el 3 iba en el online? No lo he mirado. No lo he mirado, pero creo que no, creo no tiene online, creo. Hostia. Chiquita, bienvenida. La traga ahí, que voy a contar. Pues listo. Tómate otra vez. Ya está muerto, vale.
On me.
¿Cómo era para el escáner? No sale. Dice Alex, dice, en el 1 las pistolas estaban OP, con la habilidad que odia, dispararla como metralleta y sí que se calentase. Sí. Y sí, lo que pasa es que el 1 ya no lo han mejorado, lo del apuntado. Antes era más... Es mucho más jugable ahora el juego. Ven para acá,
Stop
desgraciado.
right there. Don't come any closer.
¿Hay más?
All clear.
¡Coño! Voy a reventar. Me reventaron por gilipollas, porque no vi el... Aunque yo lo que os dije el otro día, yo el 1 no lo he jugado. El más que he jugado es al 2 y al 3. El 2 me lo he pasado un montón de veces y el 3 unas tantas igual. El 1 no me lo pasé porque en esa época, lo que yo os comenté la otra vez, recordad que era un exclusivo de Xbox. En esa época yo no tenía la Xbox, entonces recordad que cuando pillabais el 2, pues os venía como el cómic, y el cómic vosotros ibais eligiendo las opciones que después os afectaban el juego. Te hicieron pupita, dice ahí. Lo pasamos rápido ahora. Que fui muy a lo loco también. Prepabilado a la vida. Prepabilados. Bueno, vamos a centrarnos ahora, vamos a hacer las cositas bien. Y no ir a lo loco como antes. Me gustaría cambiar esta arma por esta.
Stop right there. Don't come any closer.
Vale, uno menos. Vale, vamos a no cagarla aquí ahora.
Wait! Don't kill me.
A
I
ver si-
surrender.
Vale, dice, espera, no me mates, me rindo.
Tell me where the Quarian is, and I won't have to shoot you in the kneecaps.
She's not here. I don't know where she is. That's the truth.
He's no use to you now. Let me kill him.
Wait. I don't know where the Quarian is, but I know where you can find her.
Déjame que lo mate.
The Quarian isn't here. Said she'd only deal with the Shadow Broker himself.
Face to face? Impossible. Even I was hired through an agent.
Nobody meets the Shadow Broker, ever. Even I don't know his true identity. But she didn't know that. I told her I'd set a meeting up. But when she shows up, it'll be Saren's men waiting for her.
Give me the location. Now.
Here on the wards, the back alley by the markets. She's supposed to meet them right now. You can make it if you hurry.
Te acaba de volar la cabeza,
What are you doing?
The Shadow Broker paid me to kill him. I don't leave jobs half done.
La cara de Shepard de... tomando una tirita. Joder.
We don't shoot unarmed prisoners.
How many people died because of him? He brought this on himself. Besides, we have more pressing concerns.
That Quarian's dead if we don't go now.
Le voló la cabeza con la misma. Se encuentra... Ayuda. Guardiana perdida en... Vale. Esa no sé. ¿Dónde hay que ir? Porque vamos justo de tiempo. Estoy aquí porque todo debe estar petado de gente ahora. Hostia, por aquí. Vamos, que vamos justito de tiempo. ¿No puedo entrar por aquí? No me jodes.
Did you bring it?
Where's the Shadow Broker? Where's Fist?
Hostia, la amiga Tali.
They'll be here. Where's the evidence?
No way. The deal's off.
Vale. Armarla. Yo, que ya comí con paga. Vuelve a
Fist
buscar
set me
otro.
up. I knew I couldn't trust him.
Don't worry about Fist. He got what was coming to him.
Then I guess there are two things I need to thank you for. Who are you?
My name's Shepard. I'm looking for evidence to prove Saren's a traitor.
Then I have a chance to repay you for saving my life. But not here. We need to go somewhere safe.
We could take her to the human embassy. Your ambassador will want to see this anyway.
You're not making my life easy, Shepard. Firefights in the wards, an all-out assault on Korra's den. Do you know how many... Who's this? A Quarian? What are you up to, Shepard?
Making your day, Ambassador. She has information linking Saren to the Geth.
Really? Maybe you better start at the beginning, Miss...
My name is Tali. Tali Zora Naraya.
We don't see many Quarians here. Why did you leave the flotilla?
I was on my pilgrimage. My rite of passage into adulthood.
I've never heard of this before.
It is a tradition among my people. When we reach maturity, we leave the ships of our parents and our people behind. Alone, we search the stars, only returning to the flotilla once we have discovered something of value. In this way, we prove ourselves worthy of adulthood.
What kinds of things do you look for?
It could be resources like food or fuel, or some type of useful technology, or even knowledge that will make life easier on the flotilla. Through our pilgrimage, we prove that we will contribute to the community, rather than being a burden on our limited resources.
Tell us what you found.
During my travels, I began hearing reports of Geth. Since they drove my people into exile, the Geth have never ventured beyond the Veil. I was curious. I tracked a patrol of Geth to an uncharted world. I waited for one to become separated from its unit. Then I disabled it and removed its memory core.
I thought the Geth fried their memory cores when they died. Some kind of defense mechanism.
How did you manage to preserve the memory core?
My people created the Geth. If you're quick, careful, and lucky, small caches of data can sometimes be saved. Most of the core was wiped clean, but I salvaged something from its audio banks.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
That's Saren's voice. This proves he was involved in the attack.
He said Eden Prime brought him one step closer to finding the conduit. Any idea what that means?
The conduit must have something to do with the beacon. Maybe it's some kind of Prothean technology. Like a weapon.
Wait, there's more. Saren wasn't working alone.
Eden Prime was a major victory. The beacon has brought us one step closer to finding the conduit.
And one step closer to the return of the Reapers.
I don't recognize that other voice, the one talking about Reapers.
I feel like I've heard that name before.
According to the memory core, the Reapers were a hyper-advanced machine race that existed 50,000 years ago. The Reapers hunted the Protheans to total extinction, and then they vanished. At least, that's what the Geth believe.
Sounds a little far-fetched.
The vision on Eden Prime. I understand it now. I saw the Protheans being wiped out by the Reapers.
The Geth revere the Reapers as gods. the pinnacle of non-organic life. And they believe Saren knows how to bring the Reapers back.
The Council is just going to love this.
This is a lot to handle. They might just ignore everything we tell them.
No matter what they think about the rest of this, those audio files prove Saren's a traitor.
The Captain's right. We need to present this to the Council right away.
What about her? The Quarian?
My name is Tali. You saw me in the alley, Commander. You know what I can do. Let me come with you.
I thought you were on your pilgrimage.
The pilgrimage proves we are willing to give of ourselves for the greater good. What does it say about me if I turn my back on this? Saren is a danger to the entire galaxy. My pilgrimage can wait.
I'll take all the help I can get.
Thanks. You won't regret this.
Anderson and I will go ahead to get things ready with the Council. Take a few minutes to collect yourself, then meet us in the tower.
Vale, ya tenemos otro personaje con nosotros. Genial. Vale, pero voy a poner a Garrus. Vale, vamos a poner a Garrus. Vamos a añadir al pelotón. Vamos a poner a Sota. Vale, vamos a ver si le podemos hacer alguna mejora. Bueno, tenemos 10 puntos de talento para Shepard. Vamos a poner fusiles de asalto. Armadura. Vale, genial. Vale. Para Garrus tenemos 14 puntos. Vamos a... Vale, lo dejamos así. Pero tenemos 14 puntitos también. Vamos a ver. Sí, vamos a darnos a la par también. A ver cómo era esto, porque esto... si me acuerdo. Vale, lo vamos a dejar así. Seira dice, tienes a la hermana de Darth Vader. A la hermana pequeña de Darth Vader.
Excuse me, Commander Shepard. Could you spare a moment of your time? Commander Shepard, my name is Samesh Bhatia. Forgive the intrusion, but I have nowhere else to turn.
What do you need?
My wife was a Marine. She was in the 212 on Eden Prime. I've requested that my wife's body be returned to me for cremation, but the military has refused my request.
Why did they refuse your request? There's got to be some reason.
I don't know. All I know is that they have declared it impossible for my wife to be returned to me.
We'll look into it.
The man in charge of my case is Mr. Bosker. When I last saw him, he was in the expensive bar over there. Thank you for your time. I just want to give my wife a proper funeral, and the respect she deserves.
Vamos a hablar con el amigo. No tenemos que ir ahí, pero antes vamos a hablar con...
My goodness, you're Commander Shepard. Your activities made for quite a briefing in the diplomatic corps. Is there something I can do to assist you?
I'm here on behalf of Samesh Bhatia for his wife, Nirali.
Serviceman Nirali Bhatia died on Eden Prime, as Mr. Bhatia no doubt told you. Her wounds are inconsistent with any type of weapon damage we've seen before. That is why her body is being held.
You think her body might be dangerous or contaminated?
No, Commander. Nirali Bhatia is not dangerous. Her body is in fact extremely valuable to the Alliance. The tests we're conducting may lead to better defenses against Geth attacks. Respectfully, Serviceman Bhatia may save more lives in death than she did in life.
I understand what you're trying to do, but holding the body is wrong.
Commander, you of all people should understand how far we must go to protect humanity.
Not if we lose our humanity in the process. I'm out there fighting to stop crap like this.
All right, Commander. You win. It was hard enough refusing Mr. Bhatia. I'm not going to risk an incident by refusing you. Tell Samesh that the body is being shipped back to Earth. I'll go now to see to it myself.
This
place seems strange. Wish there were more humans around.
Pero vamos primero, antes de hablar con este, vamos a hablar con el tío este que quería el cadáver de la mujer. Ya terminamos la misión.
Hello again, Commander. Has there been any word?
I reminded Mr. Bosker what we're fighting for. Your wife is coming home.
Thank you. I will return home and begin my preparations. It does not bring me happiness, but it may bring me peace. Goodbye, Commander.
Venga, con Dios. Vale, pues rapidito. Ahora sí vamos a hablar con este de aquí. Estamos de recaderos ahora. No nos falta que nos digan que vayamos a ir a comprar el pan, que le traigamos 2 barras de pan.
Shepard, what can I do for you now?
Me gustó el país, no sé, ahora por investigar.
Tell me about your investigation into Saren.
Sorry, Commander. I don't make a habit of giving out details about ongoing investigations.
Qué simpático el colega, ¿no?
What do you know about the Spectres?
They're the right hand of the Council, or so they like to be called. More like the underhanded side of the Council.
I get the feeling you're not too fond of humans.
No, I just don't trust your kind. Not yet. You humans are eager to take all the power you can get, and you're being given a lot. If the Council wants to make humanity their new favorite pet, that's their business. But I don't have to like it.
The Council treats us like second-class citizens. We have to fight for everything we get.
Good. Then fight for it. But don't expect the rest of us to just sit back and let you take it. I'm a busy man, Commander. Are we done here?
I'll be going now.
Goodbye, Commander.
Pito payaso este, ¿no? A ver.
I don't have time to talk now. I'm very busy.
So much empty space. 1,000 of my people could live here and hardly even see each other.
Vale, aquí nada. Vuelvo a la oficina de puño. El otro de Short. Hay que volver otra vez al otro de Jordan. Una nave de esas para... Creo que había una por aquí. Esta misión es para la reportera, la periodista. Si os acordáis en el capítulo anterior, nos mandó a que investigáramos un asunto por aquí. Albert está por aquí. ¿Otra vez este tío?
Hold it right there. Just throw me the data and you can walk away.
¿Otra vez este tío? ¿Esta misión qué pasa? Que hay que...
Drop your weapons, now.
I don't think so, human.
Esta vez me lo voy a cargar y a la mierda,
Give me
¿sabes?
the
No tengo
data
que...
and
Así no
you and
repito más esta
Jalid will
misión.
live to see another day.
Come and get it, Solarian. It'll be the last mistake you make.
Fine. Have it your way. Boys?
Al final vas a morir y punto, ¿sabes?
Wait, I give up. I give up. Please, don't kill me.
Sorry. I can't put my gun away until the job is done.
No! Look! Jalid can have the data. I don't want it. Not if it means I'm gonna die.
What's so important about this data?
I thought you knew. He said you were going to deliver it.
And what exactly was I supposed to be delivering?
It's the initial data from scanning the Keepers. You see, we stole some research from our work to make the scanners. We were supposed to work together. I get the data, he analyzes it.
What's so special about that?
The Keepers are almost impossible to scan, and you can't capture them or get samples. They just self-destruct. After centuries here, we still don't know anything about them. Don't you see? We were the first to scan them, ever.
Dice ella, dice, los alienos son pesados, menos Mordin, que es un palicoso, dice. Pero es que esta misión ya no entiendo por qué me la han repetido otra vez. Lo que voy a cargármelo y pasar a este tío, ¿ves?
That doesn't explain why you're trying to kill your partner.
I'm not trying to kill him. Jalid's job was to disseminate our initial findings. But he decided to keep the data for himself. Maybe to sell it. I don't know.
So you're just trying to get back what Jalid already stole.
We lost our heads. We just couldn't let an opportunity like this pass us by. But it doesn't matter now. I just want to live. I don't care if I ever see that data again.
If you see me again, it'll be the last thing you see.
I will. I won't see you again.
Mándate a mudar, pesado.
What about the Volus? What should we do with him?
Let's go have a talk with our chubby friend.
Vale, aquí hay otra misión cerca. Vale, ahora la misión, lo que tenemos que hacer de esta misión es ir a visitar al Volus ese que le vamos a... Le voy a poner fino filipino. Mira, por aquí no es, tío, a ver. No sé si hay una puerta por ahí. No. Ah, puede ser por aquí, ¿eh? Ay, míralo aquí, ¿qué pasa?
Best place on this ward
no,
to buy
no.
upgrades.
Este no.
In remembrance of Eden Prime, we present another profile in courage with serviceman Nirali Bhatia. A devoted wife and talented chef, serviceman Bhatia joined the Alliance military under the Deferred Education Plan. After finishing her service, Bhatia planned to open a restaurant. Instead, she gave her life...
used to have an office here. Spent half my time doing paperwork.
Así por aquí. Hay una misión cerca aquí. Aquí tiene que estar por aquí, ¿eh? Véanlo aquí.
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorban?
I found out you've been lying to me, Jalid.
Lying? Why would I lie to you?
You forgot to mention the data about the Keeper.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorban would kill me to get the data, so well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
This is serious, Jalid. You could spend the rest of your life locked up.
But I can't. What will happen to the data when I'm gone? Who will carry on our research?
You should have thought of that sooner.
But this data could be used to unravel all the secrets of the Keepers. Think what we could learn about the Citadel.
Tell me more about this data.
Well, it's still very preliminary, but our initial scans suggest the Keepers are as old as the Citadel itself. We might learn how the Citadel was built, or why the Keepers always rearrange things. The possibilities are limitless.
I can't let your actions go unpunished.
No, please. I'll do anything. I've got credits. Let me go and you can have them. All of them.
What's going on over here? Is this Volus causing you some trouble, Commander?
He's admitted to stealing data from his workplace.
Really? I think you'd better come with me.
But,
I'll take it from here, Commander. Thanks for your help.
But the data! You don't know what you've done!
All right, save it for your lawyer.
Tíralo. Pues hacerme repetir la misión como unas 40 veces. Vale, ya tenemos otra hecha. Veamos. Voy a guardar por si acaso. Vuelve a la oficina, hace puño otra vez. Dejamos algo allí, tío, que no lo he hecho. Ya hemos ido 2 veces y las 2 veces siempre se nos ha cruzado una misión y siempre se me ha ido la pinza. Por cierto, chicos, este segundo directo lo pasaremos para que lo seguís en YouTube. Tendréis el vídeo resubido en YouTube, ¿vale? Seguramente lo tengáis mañana sobre la 1 más o menos. Y Aira es la que se carga de eso, pero seguramente os lo pondrá sobre la 1. ¿Veis? Aquí tenemos una misión. Es una misión por aquí. Espera. Pasa que si voy por aquí seguramente me alejan. ¿Este quién es?
Go away. Let me drink.
Yo también te quiero atrás. A ver, es...
I got business here, but not with you.
Mira, estoy viendo a una alien bailando.
tío, vamos a tener un problema, ¿eh?
Y ahí también a ver lo bailecito que me está haciendo.
¡Fuera de ahí ahora mismo!
Ya me voy.
¿Estás tardando?
Ya.
Deja la pelandruca esa que se ponga ahí a reventarse ella sola. Aquí con pelandrucas ahí.
Estoy viendo los espectáculos.
Sí, sí. Y tú viendo también antes algo con las pelandrucas, pero tú te piensas, ¿qué es esto? No, papá.
Es que sé por aquí la misión, ¿eh?
Me da igual de misiones y misiones. Como te vuelva a ver otra vez por allí con las pelandrucas, te apago la consola.
No, mira, ya estoy llegando a la misión.
¡Te apago la consola!
Aquí es donde tenemos que ir.
¡Te estoy minijando!
No, ya está. Vale, ya tenemos los datos que nos pedía la periodista.
Anything you want, you can find for sale in the wards, legal or otherwise.
Entrega de información. La información que has encontrado en el escondrijo del puño ayudará a la señorita Wong en su reportaje sobre la corrupción. Ahora ve a los distritos superiores y entregase. Vale, pues vamos a los distritos superiores. Por aquí puede ser. Así por aquí tenemos su paseo del viaje, un viaje rápido. Aquí. Vale, nos digo en el distrito superiores. Vale, vamos a ver si es por aquí.
Ah, the Earth Clan again. What is it now?
Goodbye, Ambassador.
Yes, yes. Good day, Earth Clan.
Joder, por aquí no se puede, macho. Ahí está el peso hablando. A ver, eso podía pasar. Lo que no me acuerdo, chicos, dónde estaba la periodista. No tengo ni puñetera idea. Flipado se todavía llegan. Así por aquí.
In entertainment news, Francis Kitt has announced plans to direct Hamlet with L-Corps cast members. The production will open dramatic theater to the L-Corps with a Hamlet who uses L-Corps body language and pheromones. Kitt claims that he's also excited by giving a human audience the chance to judge Hamlet by his deeds and not his emotions.
Creo que estaba por aquí.
So how are you liking your posting at the academy?
It's good. Busy though.
Vale, vale.
Can't believe how many people you get coming in from the wards.
Yeah, it's the busiest station on the Citadel. You'll never get bored.
I guess not, but you could still
Creo que estaba por aquí, ¿eh?
That's why we brought you here.
Por ahí no creo que sea, ¿no? Hola Sawyer, ¿qué tal? Aquí echándole una partita aquí al Mass Effect, que estoy más perdido que Custodio en tierra. Porque no encuentro... No encuentro a una misión que estoy haciendo aquí. Es que tampoco te lo deja muy claro aquí en el... No deja muy claro aquí dónde tengo que ir, macho. Me tiene más mareado esto que...
Reports are circulating that Alliance Ambassador Udina has accused a Spectre of orchestrating the attack on Eden Prime. Udina reportedly based his accusation upon eyewitness accounts of the scene, but lacked evidence to demand further investigation.
De calidad de conexión.
When asked to comment, a council spokesperson would only state that the investigation of the attacks upon Eden Prime was currently ongoing.
Además, acaba de quedar pescando. Parece que se recupera un poquito. Vale, ya estamos aquí. Ya encontramos a la periodista. Mírala aquí. El chiquito choleo para llegar a ti, ¿eh?
Word on the street is that you've been busy. Congratulations on taking down Fist. I was sure he was a big player in anything going on here. Did you find anything in his office that could help me?
These OSDs might have the information you're looking for.
You've got Fist files? This could be even bigger than I'd hoped. Here, Commander, for your trouble.
What would my future cooperation be worth? Say, an interview when my investigation is over?
Exclusive? You talk to me before you talk to anyone else? That would be worth quite a bit, and I'd be very happy to compensate you accordingly. Here you are. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should go see what's on these discs.
Vale, pues ya tenemos esta misión hecha también. A ver qué más nos queda. El diario... Nos quedan 3. Todas estas misiones creo que están hechas ya. Vale, ya podemos ir a la nave, creo. ¿Cómo se ve, Ira? Se ve mejor ahora el directo. Ha habido bajadas de conexión importantes aquí. Está hoy medio dando por saco un poquito la conexión.
Un par de veces, pero
un poco más.
Hey, Commander Shepard. Good to see you again.
Hola, mira,
Anything you need?
Buenas, soy el... ¿Dónde me dejaste a Lady P? ¿Ya no viene a verme?
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around.
¿Y dónde coño se iba para ir a la nave otra vez, macho?
Aquella, no lo diste antes. Aquella, la que con la periodista que estabas hablando. A esa le partí la cara yo en el 2 y en el 3.
Sí, yo me acuerdo.
¿Podrás creer que yo nunca me lo he jugado? ¿Los Mass Effect? ¿En serio?
Es un juego... Es tan guapo, pero es un juego... un juego... ¿Sabes cómo volver a la nave?
¿Y hiciste lo que tenías que hacer en la ciudadela? ¿Todo?
Sí, creo que sí.
Las tareas y eso.
Mira.
La tengo por aquí detrás mío porque está... Yadilla. Le manda muchos besitos.
Un saludito.
¡Papísima!
El juego, lo que te digo, que es al principio, es un poco... ¿cómo fue lo que dijo? Richard dijo que era un poquito espeso.
Al principio.
Al principio, es un poquito espeso.
Sí, pero vamos a ver, es como el Mass Effect 4. El Mass Effect 4, en un principio, y lo digo como... A ver, yo me he jugado el Mass Effect 2, me he jugado el 2, el 3 y el 4. Yo me he jugado todos los Mass Effect. Y que empieza, ¿cómo se llama esto? Empieza guión, por decirlo de alguna manera. Y el Mass Effect 4, que también empieza guión, esos son bastante lentos, puedo decir lentos, a la hora de empezar, ¿sabes? A la hora de empezar. Eso sí, cuando empieza la acción se te pasa la cosa así, pero en 10 segundos te pasa el juego. Están guapísimos los dos, también te lo digo.
Está guapo, sí. Lo que pasa es que es un juego espeso, tienes que mucho palique. Lo que pasa es que el 1 no lo había jugado yo. Entonces por eso estoy más perdido que lo que quiero es irme a la nave de...
The Quarians endangered the entire galaxy when they let the Geth break free. I hope your people are properly contrite, Tali.
as the Turians are properly contrite for releasing the genophage upon the Krogan.
You're assuming that sterilizing them was a...
Rapidito, que no tengo todo el día. Y quiero saber por dónde me piro para la nave. ¿Esto a dónde lleva? Ahora... ¿Y esto a dónde va? No me deja irme por aquí. Estoy súper perdido ahora, ¿eh? Es que tampoco te marca... No te marca... dónde coño hay que ir, ¿sabes? Supuestamente las que tengo en naranja son las que me falta por hacer, pero claro, le doy aquí. Me dice que me voy a acostar. Ve al sistema Centuria de cúmulo de Holking e investiga la extraña como una biótica. ¿Vale? Ve al sistema Hydra, tal, pero veo para ir al... Ordena por nombres. Para ir ahí, digo yo que tendré que ir a la nave, ¿no? Pero claro, ¿dónde coño está el embarque para irme con la nave? Le doy aquí a ver qué dice. Atrás sala de consorte, distrito financiero, torre de la ciudadela. Estoy súper perdido aquí, ¿eh?
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
Típica musiquita de ascensor. Banco, Emporio, sala de consorte, cuartel general del oficina de Urdina, oficina de Bonus y Héctor. Lo que os digo, estoy perdidísimo, macho.
The enkindlers who raised them all to enlightenment. Where there was only darkness, the enkindlers gave light.
How can I be of assistance to you today, Earth Clan?
I should go.
Goodbye,
Con
Commander.
este ya hablamos, así que no creo que tenga más nada que hacer. Hay una flecha que me está parpadeando ahí, pero cada vez que me acerco ahí desaparece la puñeta flecha. Porque la flecha esa supuestamente me está indicando la misión principal, digo yo. Pero cuando llego aquí hay alguien aquí, algo me está parpadeando aquí, pero cada vez que... A ver. Aquí no es. Aquí, ahora cuando llegue aquí me va a parpadear algo en el mapa. Seguramente. Pues no, para llevarme la contraria, ¿no? Joder, qué coñazo, Dios.
Señorito, ¿qué está buscando usted?
¿Cómo llegan a la puñetera nave para poder...
¡Uepa! ¿Qué pasa, Soto?
Hola, Soto, bienvenido.
A ver, préstame eso.
No, pero si lo coges...
Vete al mapa. Al mapa no, al diario, vete al diario.
Sí, me salen aquí...
La misión principal.
Sí, pero que no, le doy aquí y no me sale...
Esa es su tarea, misión principal, la otra.
¿Cuál es?
Vete para allá.
Ah, coño.
Tienes que ir a hacer la de Salem, hijo. Todavía no. Has salvado la cuarena y ella te ha proporcionado pruebas que tienes que volver a la torre del consejo.
Ah, coño, claro, que yo tenía esta parte de aquí. Coño, vale, yo tenía las tareas puestas.
Dice,
¿sí?
Buena, entro y me como una publicidad. Eso sí que no es culpa nuestra, Soto.
Pues eso...
Hay que suscribirse, porque yo ya estoy suscrito y no me las como.
Tú, Soto, tú piensas. En las televisiones están todo el día poniendo una publicidad y aquí se pone una y ya nos ponemos nerviosos. A ver, debería de bajar de... Pongan la prueba de...
Y se pone nervioso, tío.
Aquí hay varias televisiones aquí en España que bueno, te pones a ver
te pones a ver la...
Estás viendo una película y cuando te metes en publicidad y a lo mejor te pegas media hora yendo a publicidad y dices, bueno, pues mientras estoy en publicidad voy a hacerme un bocadillo y cuando te vienes a dar cuenta ya terminó la película porque te habías olvidado de que estabas viendo una película.
No, el rollo es que, por ejemplo, aquí te pones a ver los 10 mandamientos y en vez de durar 3 horas, que es lo que dura la película, dura aproximadamente 7 horas y media entre publicidad y película. Lo bueno que tiene es que entre publicidad entre pausa publicitaria y pausa publicitaria puedes hacer el almuerzo, el desayuno, el almuerzo, la cena, lavar la ropa, recoger la casa, llevar a los niños al colegio, irlos a buscar, traerlos, darles de comer y todavía está en la pausa publicitaria.
Exactamente.
No, son 5 minutos, en 5 minutos volvemos, en 5 minutos vuelves ¿de qué?
Dices, oye, dice, aquí en España, dice, a la cadena de televisión le sale más barato pagar la multa por exceso de publicidad que poner menos, dice.
Sí, le sale más rentable eso, y en eso tienes razón mío.
Yo, ella y yo, si os digo...
Es ahí.
¿Es aquí, donde la torre?
La torre. Ah, no, son la academia 6.
No, estoy buscando el... Eira y yo os puedo decir que nosotros no vemos televisión desde hace... Vamos, vemos películas...
La última vez que yo vi
vemos-
televisión
pero-
todavía estaban... Son unos callos perros, hombre.
Hombre.
La última vez que yo vi lugares del presidio,
La torre tiene que estar por aquí.
Torre de la Ciudadela. Eso era ahí. La última vez que yo vi la tele, todavía los mamachichos estaban en televisión española.
Pues sí que hace. La última vez que vi yo la tele era cuando Sabrina Salermo en las uvas, me estaba comiendo una uva y casi me atraganto, pues se le salió la teta.
Sí, eso fue todo un espectáculo en España, lo de Sabrina Salerno. Qué fuerte.
Mi primera elección.
Elección, fueron las elecciones.
Mi primera elección.
Habiendo servicios de streaming, ya la televisión sí está más muerta que viva. Y si no, mira lo que sea, o sea, cualquier, te vienes aquí a Twitch y tienes lo que quieras. Te vas a YouTube y lo mismo. Te vas a cualquier plataforma de streaming y tienes lo que quieras.
This
Es un
evidence
servicio a
is
la carga.
irrefutable, Ambassador. Saren will be stripped of his Spectre
Sabrina,
status,
hombre.
and all efforts will be made to bring him in to answer for his crimes.
I recognize the
tendrías
other
a mujer.
voice, the one speaking with Saren.
Yo no sé lo que tendría, pero en esa época yo era un pibe y bueno, esa fue mi primera teta que vi, creo yo.
Qué simples que son todos los machos españoles.
Esa fue mi primera teta que vi.
¿La de tu madre?
Bueno, después empecé a ver películas de Andrés Pajares y Fernando Esteso que
Y
me
ya te
colaban
hartaste, ¿no?
y ahí me hinché. Es curioso, desde esa época se veían películas de Andrés Pajares y Fernando Esteso, todo el mundo veía teta y hoy en día ven una teta y la gente se escandaliza, ¿eh?
No, bueno, y como vean a una madre dando de comer a una chiquilla, a un chiquillo, dándole la teta a un chiquillo, ya eso es, ¡oh Dios mío! ¡Pornografía! Anda, que te lávate el cerebro. Suerte de partido de la caja.
Who's she?
Matriarchs are powerful Athari who have entered the final stage of their lives. Revered for their wisdom and
Bueno, y después llegaron los vigilantes de la playa y bueno, ya nos volvimos locos ya.
to my people. Matriarch
Ahí en
Denizia
cámara
is a
lenta viendo
powerful
Pamela
bond, and she
Anderson.
has many followers.
A ver,
She will make a
espera,
formidable ally.
Terminaba
for
de
Saren.
darle, la grababas en vídeo y después le dabas para atrás otra vez en la cita para ver otra vez a Pamela
Only
Anderson
what
otra
was
vez.
extracted from the Geth's memory core.
¿No verdad, cariño?
The
Tú y yo
Reapers
vamos
were
a tener
an
un
ancient
problema.
race of machines that wiped out the Protheans. Then they vanished.
Tú y yo vamos a tener... Espera un momento antes de que sigas
Anda, que
con
a ti
la
te
cabeza.
gustaba Michael Knight con el pelo en pecho ahí, ¿no?
¡De viaje!
Ahí el Michael Knight con el pelo ahí.
¿Te refieres a David Hatter?
Veías los vigilantes de la playa, todo el mundo afeitadito y veías
Ya que con
la peña Andrera,
con
en cámara lenta, esos pelos ahí.
Y hasta los pelitos se veían así con cámara, entonces un rollo ahí medio raro que decías tú, yo agüita. Que con chapajica, carajo. Pero eso era un hombre. Soy el partido. Eso era un hombre hecho y derecho con pelo en el culo y en el pecho. Hombre, los hombres como los osos, cuanto más peludo, más dinero te gastas en la puñetera.
Más te gastas en depilación.
Eso. ¿Tú sabes lo que salió la primera vez que ese hombre lo llevaron a una clínica para depilarlo? ¿Tú sabes lo que salió? Así las hijas le cogieron tirria, que después no quedó para depilarse ella y tuvieron que afeitarse.
El Michael Knight, ¿no?
Ya yo sí tenía pelos para él y para tres más. El resto del elenco no tenía pelo porque lo tenía todo él.
Espera, que no me estoy enterando de nada.
Ya se fue.
Ya se fue.
Ya se fue. Ya se fue. Bueno, me voy.
Era
Como
una
te voy a hablar
de máquinas que acabó con los proteanos y después desapareció.
Como te voy a hablar yo de... Ay.
Él quiere traerlos de vuelta. Esa razón sí que no sabe.
The Geth believe the Reapers are gods, and Saren is the prophet for their return.
We think the conduit is the key to bringing them back. Saren's searching for it. That's why he attacked Eden Prime.
Do we even know what this conduit is?
Saren thinks it can bring back the Reapers. That's bad enough.
Listen to what you're saying. Saren wants to bring back the machines that wiped out all life in the galaxy? Impossible. It has to be. Where did the Reapers go? Why did they vanish? How come we found no trace of their existence? If they were real, we'd have found something.
I tried to warn you about Saren, and you refused to face the truth. Don't make the same mistake again.
This is different. You proved Saren betrayed the Council. We all agree he's using the Geth to search for the conduit, but we don't really know why.
The Reapers are obviously just a myth, Commander. A convenient lie to cover Saren's true purpose. A legend he is using to bend the Geth to his will.
"50,000 years ago, the Reapers wiped out all galactic civilization. If Saren finds the conduit, it will happen again."
Saren is a rogue agent on the run for his life. He no longer has the rights or resources of a Spectre. The Council has stripped him of his position.
That is not good enough. You know he's hiding somewhere in the Traverse. Send your fleet in!
A fleet cannot track down one man.
A Citadel fleet could secure the entire region, keep the Geth from attacking any more of our colonies.
Or it could trigger a war with the Terminus systems. We won't be dragged into a galactic confrontation over a few dozen human colonies.
I can take Saren down.
The Commander's right. There is a way to stop Saren that doesn't require fleets or armies.
No! It's too soon. Humanity is not ready for the responsibilities that come with joining the Spectres.
I faced Saren on Eden Prime and exposed him for a traitor. I've proven myself.
Al final lo convencí. Por huevo me vas a mandar a la misión.
Commander Shepard, step forward.
Ya me van a convertir ahí en Rapa Nui.
It is the decision of the Council that you be granted all the powers and privileges of the Special Tactics and Reconnaissance Branch of the Citadel.
Spectres are not trained, but chosen. Individuals forged in the fire of service and battle. Those whose actions elevate them above the rank and file.
Spectres are an ideal, a symbol, the embodiment of courage, determination, and self-reliance. They are the right hand of the Council, instruments of our will.
Spectres bear a great burden. They are protectors of galactic peace, both our first and last line of defense. The safety of the galaxy is theirs to uphold.
You are the first human Spectre, Commander. This is a great accomplishment for you and your entire species.
Ah, mira, somos el primer espectro humano. Eso porque esta gente no ha visto cuando sale la peña de la discoteca. Eso sí que son espectros. Dice, ya tú di que sí, dice que ya se fue, tenía loquita de la cabeza a todas las 41 de la época. Pues sí, el pechito del lobo, sí. Dice, oye, que tienes un temazo curioso de cuánto se hizo el corto de Kung Fu. dice, mira cómo vale, ha de evolucionar, dice. Y así como Shepard se convirtió en Pikachu. Así convierte David Hasselhoff. Ya era hora tarde. Vamos a ponerle gracias.
I'm honored, Counselor.
We're sending you into the Traverse after Saren. He's a fugitive from justice, so you are authorized to use any means necessary to apprehend or eliminate him.
Dice eso, oye, dice, se los dejo en susurro para que lo oigan, que tiene un aire ochentero curioso. A ver, dice, te enviaremos a través de algún... Vale. ¿Tenías alguna pista? Estoy preparado.
Any idea where to find him?
We will forward any relevant files to Ambassador Udina.
This meeting of the Council is adjourned.
Congratulations, Commander.
We've got a lot of work to do, Shepard. You're going to need a ship, a crew, supplies.
You'll get access to special equipment and training now. You should go down to the C-Sec Academy and speak to the Spectre Requisitions Officer.
Anderson, come with me. I'll need your help to set all this up.
Vale.
I thought the ambassador would be a little more grateful. He didn't even thank you.
What do you expect from a politician? Come on.
Right behind you, Shepard.
Planificación de espectro, talento de entrenamiento de espectro desbloqueado. Vale, guay. Vale, habría que ir aquí ahora.
Mira, DJ evolucionaste. Sí. Ahora eres un espectro. Ahora eres como todos los zombies de los... ¿cómo se llama? De las discotecas por la mañana. Cuando antiguamente se podía... Bueno, ahora ya se puede.
Pues salías ahí toda la peña.
Walking Dead. Total. Ahí va.
Armadura, fusiles de asalto.
Mira. Ah, por cierto, si quieres... Dale para atrás. ¿Quieres esta? Tienes que llegar a esta. ¿Vale?
Ah, vale.
Vale, para cuando abras el map es cuando puedes... Ok.
Ah, vale, pues eso no sabía yo, fíjate.
Estamos conectados. Pero que no te veo otra vez con la bailarina.
Vale, espera que me equivoqué. No, este no. Luego. Vale. Así ya tengo activado este después. Vale, habla con el embajador te proporciona una nave y tripulación, puedes encontrarlo en la cubierta de atraques de la Alianza a las que se llega por el ascenso central de la Academia Shepard. Pues vamos.
Through all my time at C-Sec, I never got the chance to witness a meeting of the Council in person.
Vale, pues vamos a por la nave ya, ¿no? Y para no estar pateando todo este camino, vamos ya directamente. Por aquí no es. Este de aquí abajo es. Por cierto, también los que nos seguís en YouTube, chicos, espera, a ver por dónde era esto. Creo que era aquí arriba, para los que nos seguís en YouTube, ya el God of War, que ya se lo terminó. La historia, pues lo tendréis ya debe de estar, creo que ya está subido al canal, ¿vale? Si lo queréis ver después. Y las misiones secundarias que tenía pendiente de ir, pues seguramente lo que haga es un fin de semana ponerse con ellos y hacerlas. Yo estoy subiendo aquí arriba, pero no creo que sea aquí. Aquí nada. Sí, dice ahí que ya se activó, o sea que ya lo tenéis en el canal en YouTube. O si queréis ver el final del juego. Y lo que os digo, las misiones secundarias pues seguramente Eidan lo suba a los fines de semana, seguramente se ponga a ver con ellos. Me tiene que ser por aquí, creo que es este. A ver, este que me va a decir.
One sec, looking you up. Commander Shepard, here with the Alliance military. First time on the Citadel, that about right?
How do you know who I am?
I'm the CSEC requisitions officer. I need to make sure our buyers are authorized. So, will you be purchasing anything today, Commander Shepard?
Show me what you've got.
A ver los suministros bien.
Sounds good. Just let me set you up. Oh, this must be a mistake. System's telling me to offer you our select stock. Spectre? Well, I heard about that, but I didn't realize it was you. Sorry, Commander.
Just show me what you've got.
I'll open the rare stocks for you, Commander. Enjoy.
Todo esto está bien, me encanta. Lo que pasa es que tengo menos dinero que... Venga, gracias. Por nada. Vamos a seguir buscando por toda esta zona, porque esta zona es donde tengo que estar. Vamos a bajar, creo que... Venga.
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Yo creo que me va a echar fuera. La academia, este seguramente me va a decir el mismo para
Hey, Commander Shepard. Good to see you again. Anything you need?
I have to go.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
Por aquí arriba.
I need those supplies for my clinic. I can't.
You can and you will, or your story won't stay secret for long. Don't disappoint me, Doctor.
Oh, Commander Shepard. I didn't see you come in.
Every time I come in here, I see someone threatening you. Who was that?
Someone from my past. I can take care of it.
I might be able to help you.
I was fired by my previous employer for giving out free medical supplies to clinics like this. They never filed any charges. They just wanted me to leave without any fuss. But somebody must have found out. Now they are blackmailing me. I have to give them what they want. If the board finds out about my past, I could lose my license. They'll shut my clinic down.
Maybe I can get you out of this. Tell me what they want.
I have to give some of my medical supplies to a merchant in the markets. They expect delivery today.
Give me your contact's name. I'll deal with this guy, whoever he is.
Deal with him? But won't they expose my past?
I'll make sure they don't tell anyone.
I was told to speak with a merchant named Morlan, down in the markets. I really appreciate this, Commander. Thank you.
Don't worry. I'll take care of this.
Good luck, Commander. Be careful down there.
Tenemos una misión activada. Como aquí podemos poner más adelante, pues. Ascensor central, vale. Creo que ya sé dónde es. Creo que ya sé qué ascensor es. Creo que es este. O es este, Este, cubierta de traque, este.
In breaking news, Chairman Burns of the Parliament Subcommittee on Transhuman Studies has been kidnapped by biotic extremists. The biotics commandeered a freighter and were last seen in the Hades Gamma Cluster. No demands have yet been made.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I'll take good care of her, sir.
I know you will, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
What kind of leads do we have?
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit. He's got us Geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of Geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharaohs and Noveria. Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
The Reapers are the real threat.
I'm with the Council on this one, Shepard. I'm not sure they even exist.
But if they do exist, the conduit's the key to bringing them back. Stop Saren from getting the conduit, and we stop the Reapers from returning.
I'll stop it.
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice in that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved, but it might be a good idea to try and find her. See what she knows. Her name's Liara, Dr. Liara Tassoni. We have reports she was exploring an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
I'll try not to make things any harder on you, Ambassador.
Glad to hear it, Commander. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre. I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
Beber agua, que no me había fijado que ella me había puesto ahí que beber agua. Úsalo de ella. Vale. Aquí arriba que hay. Vale, ahí está la Normandy. A ver si puedo hablar la última vez antes de irme.
Yes, Commander.
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge. Alliance intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned.
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
How many casualties?
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived. There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500. Mostly civilians.
¿Eres un renegado? ¿A qué te refieres,
The target was eliminated. Mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the
Un
blame.
espectro, dices tú,
That
a
ended all talk of me joining
lo que
the
se convirtió.
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
Ah, ya sé a lo que... vale, vale. Ella te entendió más que yo. Ah, que te refieres que si estoy intentando ser... No, intento llevar un equilibrio, ¿verdad? Lo que dice ella. Ni ser muy bueno ni muy malo, ¿no? A veces, según cómo me conteste el otro personaje, pues le doy una cierta contesta a una u otra.
Don't blame yourself, Captain.
I don't. I blame Saren. I think he wanted things to go bad. He was looking for an excuse to blow that refinery. Maybe he just likes the violence. Maybe he was just trying to make me look bad to keep humans out of the Spectres. If so, he pulled it off.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
How are you holding up?
Honestly, this isn't how I pictured my career coming to an end. Pushing papers really isn't my thing, but you're the one who can stop Saren. I believe in you, Shepard. If that means I have to step aside, so be it.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
Captain Anderson should be the one in charge. It's like I'm stealing the ship from him.
Yeah, the captain got screwed. But it's not like you could have stopped it. Nobody's blaming you. Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Listen up, Normandy. This is your commander speaking. We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. And I refuse to let anything get in the way of that mission. For too long, our species has stood apart from the others. Now it's time for us to step up and do our part for the rest of the galaxy. Time to show them what humans are made of. Wherever Saren goes, we'll follow. Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
Dice, bueno, dice, mejor irse a los extremos o te perderás en muchas de las mejores opciones de diálogo. Hombre, yo sobre todo, chicos, es por subirlo al canal y para que veáis todo lo que es el cambio que se ha hecho con la remasterización. Pero es un juego que yo rejugaré muchas veces. Aunque no lo suban directo, pues lo rejugaré. Entonces no es algo que me preocupe perderme ciertas cosas, porque como lo voy a rejugar varias veces, porque Aira os lo puede decir, que yo soy mucho de rejugar juegos, repetirlos muchas veces, Dice Aira Hernando, dice, precisamente por ese motivo que están rejugando esta maravilla. En general es mejor subirlo desde un punto de vista neutro y ya que cada uno después lo suba como más le guste. Claro, es lo que os digo. Es para subirlo al canal, para que lo disfrutéis, para que lo veáis, pero que lo voy a rejugar muchas más veces, ya os lo digo. Si me he pasado el 2 varias veces y el 3 un montón de veces, imaginaos, este seguramente lo rejugaré muchas veces y así intentaré, como las otras veces, siempre ir cambiando ciertas conversaciones para ver por dónde tira el juego, ¿no?
This is the most important mission any of us have ever been on. The fate of an entire galaxy is at stake. We will stop Saren, no matter what the cost.
Well said, Commander. Captain would be proud.
The captain gave up everything so I could have this chance. We can't fail.
Yes, sir.
Vamos a ver cómo va todo este asunto. Dice mapa de la galaxia. Vale, ahora entramos ahí. Vamos a hablar un momento un poco con la...
Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
Con la tripulación.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, sir, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
Dice Soto, dice, ahora sí que puedo ver más tranquilo, dice, el chofer del bus venía volando, dice. Estaba haciendo rally el amigo.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Vale, vamos a ver... Vale, para bajar. Antes de bajar voy a mirar por aquí. Aquí también se puede para bajar. Doctora, vamos a lo primero.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before this mission, but he has an impressive service record, over a dozen special commendations. Tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. It's not easy being an L2.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, most biotics now use the L3 implants. Lieutenant Alenko was wired with the old L2 configuration. Sometimes there are complications.
What kind of complications?
Severe mental disabilities, insanity, crippling physical pain. There's a long list of horrific side effects. Caden's lucky. He just gets migraines.
How did you end up serving on an Alliance ship?
I enlisted right out of med school. Earth always seemed boring to me. Too safe, too secure. I figured the colonies were teeming with exotic adventure. I wanted to travel the stars, tending the wounds of tough soldiers with piercing eyes and sensitive souls. Turns out military life isn't quite as romantic as I'd imagined. But humanity needs the Alliance if we want to keep expanding through the Traverse, and the Alliance always needs good doctors. So I stayed on to do my part.
Ever think you made the wrong choice?
Sometimes I think about opening a private practice back on Earth. Or maybe taking a position at one of the new med centers out in the colonies. But there's something special about working on soldiers. If I left the Alliance now, I'd feel like I was abandoning them.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Vale. Vale, aquí no tenemos más nada. Vamos a hacer un repaso para conocer más hacia la tripulación y ya directamente vamos a las misiones.
Anything you need, Commander?
Dice Soto, si aquí por lo menos las guaguas deberían venir con cinturón de radio y casco, coderas y gafas protectoras. Pues sí, la verdad que sí. Cada vez que Ira y yo vamos en la guagua, bueno, en una de estas ella va a soltar a la chiquilla antes de tiempo. Ya eso digo todo. Soto es de Chile. Y dice, he de decir que aquí en Canarias el bus lo llamamos guagua. Sí, es verdad, aquí lo llamamos guagua.
Puse la aclaración después.
Además, creo que en Cuba también lo llaman guagua.
No, la expresión viene de un tema, de una expresión cubana, de un dicho cubano que había antiguamente, y las primeras guaguas que se vieron aquí por lo visto eran parecidas al bicho y lo empezaron a llamar los cubanos aquí guagua.
Sí.
Y guagua se quedó.
Pues sí.
Algo de eso sí que creo que era. Por cierto, que tío más feo eres. Esos ojos ahí que parece que...
A mí me gusta el personaje.
Parece que no tiene párpado.
Bueno, a mí me gusta el personaje también hecho.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Venga, escondido. Vamos a ver por aquí quién hay. Vale, aquí no. Es la que, como yo ya os he dicho, yo al primero no había jugado nunca. Entonces, claro, la nave para mí es algo nuevo, ¿no? Porque ya sabéis que en la 2 y en la 3, en la segunda parte y la 3, la nave es muy diferente. Aquí están casi todos. A ver.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Si queréis ya vete a hablar con las Quarianas.
You Krogan lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Fue divertido, dice.
I heard about that. You know, they almost did the same to us.
It's not the same.
Seems similar enough to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
I was just making conversation. I wasn't trying to upset you.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Commander?
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
We came as soon as we got the distress call, even with the fastest ship in the fleet.
You did the best you could, Commander. It's my fault. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
We never trained to fight synthetics. The Geth haven't gone beyond the Veil in 3 centuries.
Our training's supposed to make us able to adapt. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC. Either way, I plan to make the most of this.
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Vale, vamos a hablar con este también.
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapons, mods. It's not standard Alliance issue, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Why should I pay you for my weapons and armor?
My stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. I have to purchase it myself, and it's not cheap. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no goods. Without the goods, I'm out of a job.
¿Y este tío para qué se subió a la nave? ¿Para sacar negocios, nota o qué? O sea, te subes a mi nave Y encima me vende las armaduras y rollos en la nave, ¿sabes?
Let's see what you've got.
Está bien eso.
You bet, Commander.
A ver qué tenemos por aquí. Pero porque no tenemos dinero. Creo que vendí una cosa. Pues esto más grande que un día sin pan. A ver.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype. Cutting-edge technology.
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the Flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the Flotilla. Grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the Flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Pueblo curioso, los quarianos, ¿eh?
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. 1 million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
You can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolution. By acting quickly, we had a chance to end the war before it began. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
I should go.
See you later.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
I figured she'd be a real asset to the team.
You got an eye for talent, Commander, but I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation. Too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Vamos ya, ya seguiremos hablando más adelante con... Ya seguiremos hablando más con la tripulación más adelante. Vamos ya directamente a al planeta que tenemos que ir. Si acaso vamos a hablar un momento con el piloto. Con Joker.
Commander, something you need?
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
I have to go.
All right, see you.
Vale, vamos ya. Sí, es de PlayStation 4, Soto. Como veis, al principio es un juego, como ya os digo, un poquito espeso porque tenéis que panicar mucho y tal, pero cuando ya empieza el juego, la acción del juego, ya vais a notar un cambio muy diferente en el juego. Vale, está este... Es un planeta que podemos investigar también, pero voy directamente aquí a ver qué hay. Vale, Noveria es un mundo terrestre pequeño y helado, apenas habitable según la definición convencional. Fue explorado de manera privada por Noveria Development, corporación que ahora alquila allí laboratorios en los que realizan investigaciones demasiado peligrosas o controvertidas para llegar a cabo en cualquier otro lugar como es natural. Por su situación única, es fuente de teorías de conspiración de lo más extraño. Sí, vamos a verlo. También lo puedes pillar para el Xbox, pero si era un juego, fue un juego exclusivo al principio de Xbox, el primero. Pero con el tiempo se hizo multiplataforma.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Y el remaster ahora pues lo podéis jugar tanto en PC como en Xbox y en PlayStation, ¿eh? Vale, ¿y aquí por dónde se salía, hermano? Bueno, habrá que bajarlo. Seguramente habrá que salir por el atraque de abajo. Eso tendremos que bajar por el ascensor, seguramente. Aquí, ¿no? ¿Y cómo era por salir para aquí, tío? Ah, vale.
Good to see you.
Vamos para salir de aquí. No puedo salir de aquí, vamos a ver por dónde se sale. Dice eso, así daba gusto los juegos de antes, que uno tenía que ver por dónde ir. Sí, hay que buscar la vida aquí, por lo visto. A lo mejor estoy haciendo algo mal. Como ya os he dicho, el 1 no lo he jugado nunca. Y estoy medio pescando. Pues por aquí. Por aquí no creo, ¿no? A ver. No, ahí es por hablar por el... ¿Y aquí qué es? A ver. Vaya gilipollas, está por la puerta esta, ¿sabes? Vale, vamos a llevarnos a... Vale, vamos a llevarnos a Rex y a Garros. Es verdad, desde que salimos a la clase hay varias misiones.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
En verdad, desde que hay varias misiones, ¿no? Están las misiones principales y después hay varias misiones, así que... te da un abanico de misiones, por ejemplo, en los planetas que... Y me dio por bajar en este planeta primero para ver qué hay aquí. Seguramente ahora nos explique aquí, dentro de esta misión, qué es lo que tenemos que hacer. Que por lo visto es un planeta de hielo. Está congelado, esto que da gusto. Vamos a hablar con esta gente y vamos a ver qué es lo que nos dice ahora.
That's far enough.
We're not here to cause problems.
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
Por lo pronto estamos buscando al tío también, estamos buscando al tío que era un espectro como él, que es un espectro como él, que fue el que asesinó el directo anterior que hicimos, que había asesinado a uno que iba por la nave con este hombre, con Shepard, que era de la raza de Garrus, que no sé si era comandante, que era el tío que mataron allí, que era un comandante.
¿Que te iba a probar como espectro?
Sí, el que me iba a probar como espectro.
Eso era un espectro, simplemente no tiene rango dentro. Y el otro es...
un espectro también.
Sí.
Y ese es uno de los que estamos buscando en la misión.
A la que vas a buscar en ese planeta es a la madre de Liara.
Y aquí ella dice que la que vamos a buscar aquí es a la madre de Liara.
Que es la que está con el otro desgraciado. ¿Qué pasa el nombre, conchele?
Bueno, da igual. Vale, yo sigo al Consejo, Marina de la Alianza, Marino...
¿Eso?
¿Qué?
Vale, voy a...
¿Y qué quieres?
Hasta voy yo.
¿Seguro? Con cuidado.
Lo que tengo que ir a la agua por el agua.
Vamos después de la tarde. ¿Pero vas a hacer algo ahora mismo con eso? Yo tengo suficiente aquí hasta la tarde. ¿Vale?
Con lo que queda allí, ¿vale?
Vamos después, no hay problema.
Y yo cojo lo que queda allí para tener. Y yo cojo lo que queda allí para tener.
Vale, vamos a... Chicos, vamos a ver. Dice, es una llegada de periodista, necesito tus credenciales. Vamos a quién es
You first. We're the law here. Show some respect. I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
All you need to know is I have more credentials than you.
They plan to be trouble, ma'am.
I can't let you enter the port area without confirmation of your identity. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Toma mis credenciales.
Don't try it.
Nobody takes my weapon.
Charge and lock! We're authorized to use lethal force. You have to the count of 3 to surrender your weapons. 1, 2, 3.
Captain Matsuo, stand down! We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs.
Behave yourself.
¿Qué quieres?
El asombro de
No te veo.
el blanco.
¿Esto para qué es?
Lo mismo. Blanco, lo blanco. Todo lo blanco.
No puedo quitarlo, me da si tú puedes.
Vale, chicos.
¿Eso para qué es? Vale.
Te iba a decir que voy a eso para el otro fruto del siguiente.
En la web te digo que vamos después porque tú no puedes estar cogiendo peso ahora, ¿vale? ¿Sí? No importa, no te importa. Vete con cuidado, por favor. Aquí yo tengo el móvil aquí porque entonces me llama, ¿no? Vale, vamos a hablar con la espabilada esta que se puso espabilada. Bueno, por cualquiera de estas dos.
Get out of here.
Cargo de aquí, te meto ya que te...
I'm sure Parasini-san will answer any questions you have.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The Executive Board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Saren's aide is here.
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Good. Give us directions and we'll be on our way.
You'll need to ask Administrator Ananias for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the Administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
Vale, tendremos que bajar por aquí, digo yo, ¿no?
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
The managers warned us about you.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here. This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
I'm supposed to uphold the law, not break it.
This one understands. The offer shall remain open. It truly needs the help.
Tell me about the job again.
This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
I'll think about it and get back to you.
This one humbly begs the other to consider its request.
Vamos a hablar con esto de aquí.
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking to you.
Qué simpático. A ver, vamos a ver aquí hasta aquí arriba.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
Pero antes de meternos por todas estas puertas, vamos a echar un vistazo a toda esta zona de aquí abajo.
Don't make us regret letting you keep those guns. Spectre, right?
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for Maiko's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening around here?
There's the problems up on Peak 15. Synthetics Insights was shut down by Annihilus, and the Matriarch came through.
Do you know where that Matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
What was that about Synthetic Insights?
Scuttlebutt says Laura Keene was on the take. So Annihilus shut down SI's offices. Quiet-like, so no off-world lawyers come in on it.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshan. Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
What sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
Don't know. There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
I have to go.
You need anything? I'll be here.
De la puerta. A ver, vamos a ver el mapa para guiarnos más o menos. La tengo que ir aquí. Así que vamos directamente a esta zona de aquí. ¿Se estamos yendo bien?
How can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Annaleus.
One moment, please. Mr. Annaleus?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in.
Perfect.
How can I help you?
How large are the facilities here?
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains. Each is a self-sufficient facility housing a staff of hundreds.
Recordad que venimos aquí en busca de la madre de Liara, ¿vale? Lo estamos buscando.
I hear there was an accident on Peak 15.
We're aware of the rumors. At the moment, contact with the facility is down due to weather. All employees should review their non-disclosure agreements and avoid irresponsible free talk.
What kind of weather cuts modern communication?
A blizzard is sweeping the Scotty Mountains right now. Between the cloud cover and heavy snow, the satellite uplinks are cut.
What corporations work on Peak 15?
Binary Helix has leased the entire complex.
So, everyone shut up and keep your heads down?
Loose lips sink third-quarter profits. You have a more blunt way of speaking than is common here, Commander.
Tell me about the companies that work on Noveria.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs. Major shareholders include Elanus Risk Control Services, Binary Helix, and Synthetic Insights Limited.
Your guards work for ERCS, don't they?
The executive board gets a discount on facility security. Elanus also develops lethal and non-lethal weapons.
Binary Helix. They work in genetics?
BH is a leader in genetics and biotechnology. They try to keep a low profile in the media. Much of their research is in biotic modifications. That angers many Luddite, organic baseline, and fundamentalist groups.
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations licensed by the Citadel Council to develop artificial intelligence. They attract many protests. No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
I've taken up enough of your time.
Not at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
Vamos a hablar con el amigo.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain refugees from that urban blight called Earth.
I'm here as a Spectre, not a human. Keep that in mind.
Believe me, that is foremost in my mind. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material? Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
Opold wants me to smuggle a package through security.
I need more than your word to act on that. Bring me whatever he's smuggling, and I'll act accordingly.
What will you do for me in return?
I would compensate you. The precise amount in credits depends on the severity of Opold's crime.
So you'll arrest him?
No one here is fond of trials. They make shareholders nervous. More likely, we would simply let him go. Of course, he would be blacklisted by the companies here.
I'll look into it and get back to you.
I appreciate your report.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Benezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
What do you mean, personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
Commandos? You didn't think that odd?
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor.
Excuse me, his what?
Executor. Saren is a major shareholder in Binary Helix. Lady Benezia is authorized to act in his name. She is here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running tally.
Do you do business with Saren?
I believe I explained this already, did I not? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Novaria's backers.
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
Is there some problem on Peak 15?
An area of severe weather has cut off contact. Things will return to normal in a few days.
Why is Synthetic Insights closed?
I have placed Laura Keene, the manager of the Hanshan office, under internal review. I cannot comment further at this time.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Mr. Ananias isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan. You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
All right. What would you do?
Talk to Lorik Keene. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Ananias.
Talk to you later.
Very well.
Vale, se cortó. Vale, vamos al diario. Para salir, salimos por aquí. Ascensor, ¿dónde había un ascensor? Pero esto para volver al mismo sitio de antes, coño. No me vale. Aquí no era.
Turians don't like the cold, Shepard. Did I ever mention that? I've never seen so much ice and snow.
Espera que no se va a pasar. Creo que todo musiquita de combate. Hay un bar aquí. Ah, hay un bar aquí.
Excuse me, I need a moment of your time.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What's your interest in Binary Helix? They do genetics work.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Novaria branch has flown in Asari biotics. Powerful ones. Commandos, to be specific. We want to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer, on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective will be to distract him. I will give you a device that will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
You think this uniform's just for show? My job is to enforce the law, not break it.
Do you think that Binary Helix obeys all the laws? That they do not spy on other companies?
What they might be doing somewhere else doesn't justify my acting against them here.
Very well, Spectre. I'll be on my way.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Are you Lorik Keene? I've heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
I'm trying to find a way into the garage. I have places to go.
You need a pass. How fortuitous. I'm the manager of the local Synthetic Insights office. For the moment, at least. Mr. Analeus closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
By rents, you mean bribes for Analeus?
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeus would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
That sounds like a fair trade.
Violence against Mr. Analeus' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Hanshan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute. Oh, and do try to keep bloodstains off the carpets, would you?
Procura no manchar la alfombra de sangre. Bueno, chicos, vamos a dejar el directo por hoy de aquí en el Mass Effect. Mañana ya os digo, como voy a ir turnando lo voy a ir turnando con el Assassin's Creed. Mañana volveré con otro directo del Assassin's Creed, del Valhalla. Y lo de siempre, ya sabéis que el fin de semana pues volveré con el Uncharted 4, que ya sabéis que la semana pasada fue el 5º aniversario del Uncharted, así que lo que haremos, volveremos con el Uncharted el fin de semana, ¿vale, chicos? Si acaso hiciéramos un directo esta tarde, pues lo comentaríamos en las redes sociales. Por eso, chicos, os digo siempre que estar atentos a las redes sociales para que las apuntéis y así estaros pendientes de cuando vamos a hacer un directo. ¿Vale? Si acaso volviera, pues ya os lo digo, ya os lo diría por las redes sociales, ¿vale? Pero por lo pronto mañana estaremos con el Assassin's Creed, ¿vale? Y si Eira ya os digo que está esperando al final de mes para poder pillar el Resident Evil Village, que lo va a subir ella, ¿vale, chicos? Así que, como siempre, muchísimas gracias por estar ahí. Gracias a todos los que habéis comentado en el chat. Muchísimas gracias, chicos. Y nada, espero que os haya molado el Mass Effect. Ya sabéis que el Mass Effect es un juego con muchas conversaciones, y espero que os mole. Y si no, pues ya sabéis que mañana ya tendréis aquí el Assassin's Creed. todas maneras sí quiero pasarme este juego porque a mí las sagas de Mass Effect me encantan mucho y este no lo he jugado y tengo muchas ganas de jugarlo. Y por ahora me está gustando, al principio me estoy quedando